Welcome to all. We are now exercise question number 122. This is exercise question. Means I have to give only problem with the answer. Because already lecture number is more than 100. Question number is 122. Each and everything I am going to cover now is already very thoroughly over. But still somebody suddenly coming new, he will have doubt. He is writing randomly without explaining. Yes, why I write this way is to help you. Suppose you make a mistake in between. See, suppose I give direct answer. You make mistake in either any x bar, y bar, etc. You cannot make out later whether my centroid is wrong or moment of inertia is wrong. Therefore, I give via media answer only for helping. Therefore, it's a bonus for you. So remember, this is actually exercise question, problem given, answer to be given. But I am giving it to more part. But I am not explaining now. Explaining time is already over. If someone will tell, he is not explaining, don't continue my class. That's all. See, first, find moment of, we are going for I section today. First one, difficult I section, fully, there is no symmetry here. See, this is only for practicing purpose. If this question is clear, your further I section, popular in strength of materials and structural analysis are very easier. So, find moment of inertia about centroidal axis. See, question given. 300, 40, 180 this offset, 325, 50, this is 200, thickness 30. Divide into parts. See, how I wrote all the dimensions. See, I explained earlier same question. How, see, I write all dimensions. See, this 30 entered here and also entered here, just to understand. Okay, now, everything is over now. First, to locate centroid, you make a note. Suppose you go for Abelco. See, Abelco. Then, A1, A2, A3, X1, X2, X3, Y1, Y2, Y3, total area, X bar, Y bar will come. Okay, correct work code. You put the table and get the answer. I am not explaining first of all. If I explain this one, it is not exercise question then. Okay. Now, make a note, Abelco over. So, those who go for Abelco, see the answer, X bar. Someone will ask, what is Abelco? You are not studying properly from my class. This is not the first class. Go back earlier. I told what is Abelco. So, if those who go for Abelco, see here, X bar 207, see here. From here to here is 200. From here to center of this one is 200 plus another 15, 215. So slightly before the center here, see, somewhere here. Okay, I will come here now. Okay, slightly here. YY, take it up there. Okay, exact right has not come, you manage it. Don't bother about those things. YY. Okay, no problem. Why worry about these things? See, if I worry about this thing, time is lost. So people are there to comment, not knowing how to write a line. Okay. And Y bar 224, 50 plus another half of 400 is 200, 250. You got 224, slightly below. See, slightly below. Y means there is no answer now. See, I cannot explain what is explained earlier thousands of times. I can't explain. So, see, this distance is how much? 224 point. See, you write for third decimal. 224.752. I write third decimal, 752. But I wrote this answer for understanding purpose. X bar, see, now see, without disturbing, come. This way, see, YY. You write YY here. YY. From here to here, X bar is 207.2204. When I take third decimal, 220 or 22. 22, sufficient. 220. Okay, now, centroid located. Now do one thing. Once you know this answer, from the topmost, if you want this answer, total 490. Therefore, you will get 202 point. It is not from there. What is this one? It is from here. Oh, see. It is from here. Okay, no problem. This is where to write now. Here I'll write 202 point. No, not 202. Y bar 265. 265.248. 248 is from there. Okay, space problem is there. I'll write that way. And from here, if you want, from the extreme corner, if you want from here, this will be total 410. So if this is 207, that is 202.780. 780. Okay. This is with Abelco. Now do one thing. By chance, okay, Abelco over now, I am removing Abelco now. See, Abelco, see, you do only one of them. Do not do both of them. Only one. Okay. Abelco, with respect, with Abelco, we located XXYY. Okay, now. Suppose you go for Eterco. See. Eterco. See. X, Y. Then your X bar will come 202.7795031. Oh, yes, correct. See. 202 point, third decimal. This 5 will become 0, 8. 202.78. And Y bar will come 265.248. Oh, yes. Same answer. Correct. Perfectly tallying. It is tallying for full number also. See. Okay, now everything is over. This also I will remove. I want more space now. Okay. I will start writing expression for moment of inertia now. Without explaining anything, simply I will write. I may murmur something myself. Okay. Ixx. I won't waste time. See, you require moment of inertia about centroid of the axis, that is Ixx, Iyy. If these have been told many times earlier, okay, Ixx equal to, before that you have to write parallax theorem, or you write first one, 300 into 40 cube. See, exercise question. 300 into 40 cube by 12. Why I am writing? Because if I don't write expression, I have to calculate and get the answer. I feel this is much better. Because calculation, chance of making mistake. And one more thing, if I write, it is advantage for you. Plus area. 300 into 40 is the area into red color. 265.248 minus 40 by 2 whole square. That is for past part. One term over second term for this one. 30 into 400 cube by 12. 30 into 400 cube divided by 12 plus 30 into 400 is the area into 265.248 minus 40 minus 400 by 2. Y means I don't know. Really I don't know. Whole square. Now if someone will ask, not clear means don't study. You go for a person who teaches much better than me. Start for 3. 325 into 50 cube by 12. 325 into 50 cube by 12 plus 325 into 50 is the area into 224.752 minus 50 by 2 whole square. That is for third one. Calculate the answer, get the answer if you want. Iyy. Start. First figure. 40 into 300 cube by 12. 40 into 300 cube divided by 12 Ig plus area. 40 into 300 is the area into Yy you are doing. That's right. 202.780. 202.780 minus 300 by 2 whole square over 303.780 minus 300 by 2 whole square. Y means no answer. Plus second one. I about yy. 400 into 30 cube by 12. Ig plus area. 400 into 30 is the area into, see, this distance square. That distance square is how much? See, 202.780 202.780 minus 180. That's why that offset is required. Minus 180 minus 30 by 2. 30 by 2 whole square. Plus last one. 50 into 410 cube by 12. Not 40, sorry. 50 into 325 cube by 12. Cube by 12 Ig plus 50 into 325 is the area into this side I am doing because my CG is here. 207.22 minus 325 by 2 over 325 by 2 whole square. See, suppose that it's not visible properly, any problem, I am dictating, that's why I am pronouncing also, whole square over. That's all. We finish the question, get the answer. This question was very thoroughly explained, systematically. I was coming here, place the finger here, eye about its own axis, etc. So many times told earlier. So, as an exercise question, I explained much more than what is to be told. Actually, problem, answer I have to give. Okay, now, this will finish your I section, which is perfectly, not perfectly, which is random. Or see, make a note. Such I sections never exist. Then someone will ask, then why you are solving it? Because understanding purpose or academic examination, they can ask this one. So now we should know the most popular type of I section which you require for structural engineering and also for what? See, some PSC cross sections and so many examinations, academic or competitive examination, those there you get always I sections where YY is axis of symmetry. And sometimes YY XX both are axis of symmetry. Then it is called a symmetrical I section. Or if slight shifting in what XX axis there, we call unsymmetrical. This is randomly unsymmetrical. Okay, now next round 122 over question number, exercise question number 123. I'll write here. I'll do one thing now. 123. See, I'll put the question here. Find, why waste time? Directly IXX and IYY over. Because I am doing two questions simultaneously now. 123. Question is here. See. Symmetrical I lastly I am doing because see, easiest question in the end. I am see usually people start easy first, go to difficult. No, I am reverse type. I start from difficult first and then go to easier. See, this is 400. This is 80. This is little more 100. This is 250. This depth is 300. This thickness is, see, this thickness is 40, 180, 60. Maybe a cross section of a pre-stressed concrete beam. Now see, note the question. I write solution. In this question, no offsets are given. So make a note. It is understood that upper flange and lower flange, see, for both the flanges, no data given, or the left side offset equal right side offset for top flange and also left side offset equal right side offset for bottom flange. Therefore, later it is symmetrical about YY axis. Make a note. I won't tell once again. Okay, now simultaneously exam exercise question number 124. I forgot, right? All dimensions are in millimeter. Understood. Okay. Here, see. If I stand that way, it will slightly turn actually. Okay, I'll put here. See, number I am writing randomly. That now I will what? Pause the recording. I'll tell you why two questions I am solving. For some reason. Okay. Okay. Here also. Okay. See, this offset equal to this offset equal, all dimensions are in millimeter. Here also what question is find, here also question is find Ixx and Iyy. Dimensions I will give millimeters. This is 250, 250 already there. This is 300, this is 450. Later big I will write 450. This thickness is 40. This thickness is anything 40. This is 36. 40. Okay, little thicker here. Okay, no problem. I have completely gone. I should not repair always. Okay, done. 340. This is 36. 450. Now this thickness is 36, 40, 20, and in the question total depth given is 450. This is the next question. Okay, see. Again I told you, here also I will tell you why two questions. There is a reason for two questions. See, here both the question, for the upper flange and lower flange offsets are equal. So this also symmetrical YY. So therefore make a note. For both questions, YY axis is symmetry. See, YY is directly located. How? By symmetry. Therefore, only XX to be located. XX to be located means using Y bar calculation. This time, Y bar calculation I will not explain. Last time, see, difficulty was there. This time, so simple. You do either Y bar from bottom or from top, wherever you want, you can do it. Okay. Now I will do one thing. I write one sketch here, with XX and YY marked. See, YY directly, XX using Y bar. You have to calculate. See, this question, first you find Y bar, divide here also, first you find Y bar. Okay, over. I will prepare the answer, then I will explain to save the time. Okay, two questions are given. Now see, question 123, this question. Y bar from here will come 276.4. From there, 215.6. See, remember here, this is 300. Total depth you have to calculate. 80 plus 300 plus 100. But the next question, total depth given. So from total depth, you have to subtract these two and get the depth of web. Here, see, these two thickness plus this depth will give total depth. Here, these two thickness, that summation, subtract from 450, you get this one. Okay, now. Here, Y bar come this much from here and here. And both the questions, see, directly, this is YY axis. Directly, no calculation, midpoint, exactly midway. YY will pass through centroid of all the three portions. So therefore, you should know something now. If you are not knowing, leave my class. Okay, over. Now, make a note. Earlier, for unsymmetrical I section and also symmetrical, I told a shortcut. I will tell lastly. You apply. No, not for previous question. Previous is only for understanding purpose. Now, what I will do is, see, these questions are over now. This question I transferred here. This question I transferred there. I want to use the space here. I want to use the space here. And now, okay, this space I will start moment of inertia calculation now. See here. I start moment of inertia calculation here. Hope that I can use up to here, 1 minute. I can use up to there. I should be. Oh, very well. Excellent. Start. I will first give for this question. See, this question. See, this question is on Ixx equal to. Start. No explanation. 400. I in the same order. 1, 2, 3. Here I forgot now. See, this is 1 in my calculation is in this order. 1, 2, 3. See, centroid I mark here. G1, G1, G2, G3 order. 400 into. 1 minute now. I will tell you why 2 questions. See, when you do Ig plus A square for the middle portion, here see, centroid lies slightly below xx. Here centroid lies slightly above xx. That's the 2 cases I explained earlier. See, when you want Ig plus A square, confusion comes. Therefore, 2 questions here. This question, see, your xx axis is slightly above centroid of 2. That is web portion. Here, xx axis is slightly below the centroid. Only for that reason, 2 questions. Okay. 400 into 80 cube by 12 Ig plus 400 into 80 is the area into 2. See, actually y bar came round number here. 215.6 minus 80 by 2 whole square over plus middle one. 60 into 300 cube by 12. 300 cube by 12 Ig plus area 60 into 300 is the area into this 10 square 276.4. I am looking downside now. Here I am looking downside, there you look upper side. 276.4 minus 100 minus 300 by 2 whole square. No explanation, nothing. Exercise question plus. Start here. I about this one. 250 into 100 cube by 12. 250 into 100 cube by 12 plus 250 into 100 is the area into 276.4 minus 100 by 2 whole square over. You get I about xx. Calculate the answer. Now, I will go for 1 minute now. Okay. I will do one thing. Some space problem is there. Iyy, I will write here. Okay. For this question, Iyy, I will write here. Iyy equal to, see, 80 into 400 cube by 12. 400 cube divided by 12 Ig plus 80 into 400 area into 0 square. Why 0 square? Sorry, if you don't know, don't continue. Plus 300 into 60 cube by 12. 60 cube by 12 Ig plus 300 into 60 is the area. That also into space is not there. Write horizontally 0 square. Write horizontally like this. Don't write vertically. Plus 100 into 250 cube by 12. 250 cube by 12 Ig plus 100 into 250 is the area. You write it this way into 0 square over. You get the value of Iyy. Calculate. Okay. Now come here. This question. This question continues. Ixx. 300 into 40 cube by 12. 40 cube by 12 Ig plus 300 into 40 is the area into 250.459. minus 40 minus 40 by 2 whole square Ig plus A square plus middle one. 20 is 20 mm. Okay. 20 into 374 cube. 20 into 374 cube divided by 12 Ig plus 20 into 374 is the area into, where is it here? This distance square. 250.459. 250.459 minus 40 minus 374 by 2 whole square. Second one. Last one. 450 into 36 cube by 12. 36 cube divided by 12 Ig 36 cube plus 450 into 36 is the area into 199.541 minus 36 by 2 whole square is I about xx. Now Iyy is same as last time question. Iyy you do it. Iyy you find. You find. Therefore answer I am giving. Answer Iyy equal to, since you are finding, I will give the answer. 40 into 300 cube. 40 into 300 cube plus 374 into 20 cube plus 36 into 450 cube divided by 12. You calculate systematically 363.6243 6243333 10 to the power 6 millimeter power 4. Now come to end of the class. Come to I section, which is perfectly symmetrical about both xx and yy. See, oh, I forgot question number. 122 over, here 124 over 125. Okay. 122, 123, 122 was unsymmetrical. 23 and 24 are these two. 25. Okay. 125. Okay. I forget once again. See, so weak I am in remembering numbers. You are expert, I know it. So many people tell, sir, we will remember, sir. Okay, you remember. Here, what I will do is, see, I will give two questions for you. Both I am giving direct answer. Why? No, I will tell you little later. After giving question, I will tell you. 125, 126. Okay. Too much is not required. Question 125. Question, red color is coming. Why? Very, very important. Remember, very, very important. Question 125. Later, question 126. 126. Question 125 is, see, for both the question, don't waste time. Both questions, find Ixx and Iyy. Remember, for both the questions, find Ixx, Iyy. Here, see. See here. Okay, done. This is 200. This is 20. This is also 20. This is 10. And this is 20, 20. Okay, 20. This is 300. Oh. This is question. Okay, now question 126. Words, see, an I section, I'll tell you, 200, that is 200, correct? Okay. 350 mm by 400 mm. With 30 mm thick flanges and 20 mm thick web. Be careful here. Here see, this is given. I'll tell you how is the question. Here sketch given, here words given. See, here it is 300 by 450. Out of scale. See, okay, somewhat okay. So I don't bother too much about this orientational. I am also a human being. And if someone will tell sketches are not fully clean, you write clean if you want interest, if you're interested. No, not happy. See, here more I think. Okay, now happy. Okay, now okay. See, now they told 350 by 400. So this is 350. 400 is the overall depth. See, understood. 450. This flanges means what? Plural. 30 mm thick flange. 30 mm thick flange and 20 mm thick web. All dimensions in millimeter. Okay. First you write both the questions. Okay. Then when you start solving, see, divide into parts like this. Like this. Then see, write dimension. See, this is 20. See here, I'll write here now. This is 20. This also, second time you are right. This also 20. This is 300. Be careful. 300. This is 10. So overall depth equal to 300 plus 20 is 340. But here, this is 450, 30 lesser. This depth you have to calculate. That much common sense required. That depth is 450 minus 60. 450 minus 60 is 390. 390. Okay. Now, I am not explaining anything. I will give the answer, direct answer. If you cannot calculate, you have wasting your time studying structure engineering. After so many explanations, you have see same question earlier. I solved symmetrically, and if you want to remember, for this one in the class earlier, even shortcut also told. You do one thing. You solve both the ways. First systematically, then by shortcut. Ixx, Iyy. Here also I will give you answer. What is Ixx and what is Iyy. How I calculate, don't bother. Black color will do. 1 minute. Oh, sorry. I have not marked the axis first of all. Sorry. See, forgot to mark the axis only. Okay. First I will mark the axis. Second time you have tried sketch actually, see here. Centroid all you mark. I won't waste time. These centroids all you mark. If you are going for a shortcut, nothing required. Okay, centroid you mark. See here. Symmetrical XX. Total 340. Each will be 170, 170. YY comes exactly here. YY. Here. Total 450, symmetrical. Here passes here. 225 and 225. 225 and 225. Slightly out of scale. YY comes here. YY. Okay. Now red color is not required. I will go for final answer. You solve systematically and get the answer. Not a big issue to calculate. Be careful to do it. I about XX. 340 cube minus 190 300 cube. 227. If the answer is wrong, let me know. 0.5667 10 to the power 6 millimeter power 4. Iyy is 2 12. 26.69167 10 to the power 6 millimeter power 4. If wrong, let me know in the comment section. I'll check once again if you want. 200 into 340 cube minus 190 into 300 cube divided by 12. Correct. Here, IXX. 350 into 450 cube minus 330, correct, 330 into 390 cube. I am applying shortcut. 1026.54. 1026.54 10 to the power 6 millimeter power 4. I am reading once again. Okay, I read bigger. 1026.54 10 to the power 6 millimeter power 4. I will check once again. 350 into 450 cube minus 330 into 390 cube divided by 12. 1026 divided by 10 to the power 6. 1026.54, correct. IYY is 30 into 350 cube divided by 6 plus 390 into 20 cube divided by 12. 214.3758 10 to the power 6. See, in one offline class it happened. I found IYY 30 into 250 cube by 6 plus 390 into 20 cube by 12. Someone told, sir, you told 6, sir. For rectangle, it's not 12, sir. 12. Sir, but you told 6. 30 into 350 cube by 12 into 2. Oh, yes, sir, got it. Yes, I imagined into 2. When I tell something, be careful. I am not a fool to tell BD cube by 6. BD cube by 12 into 2 is there. So when you multiply by 2, it becomes BD cube by 6. You never do these things all. So these two questions are for you. And remember, shortcut there and strength of material point of view. So many examinations, the symmetrical I section is very, very important. Okay. I section's over. Next time, from next class onwards, triangle will start coming. So first I'll go for trapezium. Or see trapezium, earlier 10-15 questions are solved. Same thing. So exercise questions. Tomorrow I will give more and more problems for you to solve for trapezium. Then slowly circle, semicircle, quadrant will come. When I decide it is sufficient, see, finally I will decide, oh, this is sufficient. So many questions are systematically solved. So many exercises are given. Now those who are serious can study. I will stop. Go to next chapter. Okay. Thank you. Next class we will meet.